Hi. So, I didn't finish the face on last stream. So that means that I'm gonna take a break from it. I really wanted to finish it on stream, so I was a little disappointed, and there goes the motivation to work on it that easily. So now I'm gonna work on the frog and the turtle again. I think these cute little guys will bring up my motivation to want to finish the other one. So let's do that. I didn't bring up my stream. All right. I think we're good. All right. Where did we leave off? Pit of despair, right? All right. Sorry, I was trying to like get myself to work on the face painting so I would have something fresh to bring to stream. You know, steady progression to come back to. But I just sat here and played with the colors and nothing happened. So I was like, well, now I have to stream, so let's change it up so that I can stream and be here. I think I was just excited to like bring something funny to the stream with me trying to play video games on stream again. That's always like a lot of laughs. So I think I was just really excited for that. So I was disappointed. Oh, I just realized that my couch is still all messed up. Oh well. We're just keeping it authentic. I have pets. Things happen. You know what? I just noticed there's quite a bit of dust on this painting right now. Okay. Much better. Not perfect, but better. Mm. Rifleman? We've been doing pretty good. Um, you know, we've made some, I guess, well, I've made some lifestyle changes, like professionally, that have, I feel, led us to a happier path, or at least the beginning of one, maybe. So, I think we're doing good. I hope we're doing good. Right? Basically, the story is I was a dog groomer full time, and just a lot of stuff has happened this year, and everything that happened, I was like, well, I can still handle everything if the corporate chain that I was working for would keep me Monday through Friday, so that we could spend time together and stuff, and it just because otherwise we would maybe see each other like once a day, basically. So I quit my full-time job. You've been busy with your kids. I can't imagine. I mean, well, I think you have quite a few children, if I recall. I don't know. I don't remember the exact number, but I know that you have multiple kids. I mean, I can't imagine the challenges that keeping one kid alive must pose, but keeping multiple kids alive, that's a lot of responsibility. Like, more power to you. I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness. 12 kids. That's amazing. That is a lot of little lives to keep a track of. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that that's so amazing. I gotta drink a sip of water. More like a gulp. Ooh. I need another one. 12 kids. And 10 of them adopted. That is just incredible. We would like to adopt someday. I think we would stop at 2 though. That's a big family. No, that's like the smallest family ever. What are you talking about? Tiny family. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting started, you know? You like the painting? That's good. Yeah, I was trying to finish the portrait thing, little portrait study that I was working on before last stream. And when I didn't, I got really disappointed, so I switched it back to this painting that I was working on before the portrait study. I was mostly disappointed because like I guess like one of my incentives or rewards for finishing a painting on stream was that I was going to do like a funny stream where I play some video games on stream. I'm not great, so it would mostly be me trash talking myself on stream, attempting any kind of video game, at least PC wise. I'm not horrible on Nintendo Switch, but I think there's a lot of people that want me to try PC games to like get more into it. I've like dipped my toes in. There's kind of a cute free game that I played whenever Dylan bequeathed his old computer to me, and I tried Steam for the first time, and it was called oh shoot, what was that game called? Imposter? No. It's sort of like Among Us, but you play like an NPC with these little ugly claymation characters. Act Natural. That's what it's called. Act Natural. It's a really stupid game, but it's kind of cute and like quirky. It's little claymation characters, and they're really ugly. Of course I'm gonna love it. And it's entertaining for like a good 10 to 15 minutes. Like short bursts. It's pretty entertaining. Especially if you get to be the I guess the enemy of the game. It like switches. You get to be the person killing people, or you get to be the person trying to hide. Kind of like a game of tag almost, but you get to tag everybody. And then it switches. And then there was another game I came across where I didn't make any progress in it, but it is so like off-brand and just weird that I'm just too curious to forget about it. Where you don't even like have like a body or whatever or an avatar. It's just first person point of view, and you're trying to not get eaten by a mushroom. Like a really creepy, like, actually, creepypasta, like, mushroom that's this villain of this game. And you're trying to run away from it, and it always catches you anyway. Like, I don't know what the probably very basic movement combination it is to avoid this thing, but yeah. Like, it's a very like basic game. It's not very detailed or immersive. It's just weird. It's just a weird game. It's like Slender Man became a mushroom and you gotta run away from him, but it's in like 8-bit resolution. Or worse than that, I don't know. Like original Tomb Raider Lara Croft resolution. You're in like a forest and it all looks like that. You've never been caught killing anyone? Nice. Means you're clever. I mean, it must, right? I can't play it cool for anything, so I always get caught. I remember when everybody was just wild for Among Us. Oh my god, you gotta get on Among Us. Easy. I don't think it's a game that I can forget just because it was really popular whenever we moved to New York. And that move was an experience in and of itself. So I'm always going to remember, like, living in an empty house for 2 weeks, just playing a crap ton of Among Us for the first week. Playing it on my tablet, I mean. Okay, so your method is the vents and... Okay, and you always have, like, an alibi person. Okay. Makes sense. I think the challenge for me in that particular strategy would be, like, keeping up with the person I'm following. Like, I would very quickly lose them, and then all of a sudden, you know, I have missing time with them, you know? Okay, and also sabotage. Oh, yeah, it's probably like a good distraction whenever you need to follow that person, and then you just time it right when everything comes back on. You just been out next to your person, and ta-da! You're there again. It's a really solid strategy. It's, like, super smart.
It's not exactly clear whether they even truly exist or could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too. That would mean that we have, with this brain, a tiny thing, a septillion times smaller than the tiny planet it lives on. Discovered something true. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too.
How's Mabel doing? Oh, she's fine. She's a little food stealer. She gets in trouble because she's not supposed to be eating hard food, but then when she thinks I'm not looking, she's stealing her sister's hard food because her sister is a snacker and Mabel is a little cowhound. Like, I don't want to be like this bougie or whatever because it's just excessive, but I basically need like one of those collars or bowls or whatever that has a sensor on the dog's collar where only that dog with that particular collar can walk up to that bowl and eat out of that bowl. Like, I need security systems on the food bowls because Mabel is such a little hog. And I just dipped my brush in the wrong paint. Damn it. Damn dog, get me all worked up. Oh, and last stream, Henry decided to get trapped in the studio because I came in here to double check that it was empty, that no pets were getting left behind. And the little turd was hiding somewhere. So he got locked in overnight. And what does my cat do when he's locked in a room? He panics and he evacuates his bladder and his bowels immediately, apparently. No, it's not a shock collar. I mean, we've tried that type of training and then I didn't like it. But no, it's a collar with a sensor. Just like the automated dog doors that only open when your dog is gonna walk through it. It's the same principle. It's a bowl with a lid and it'll only open whenever that sensor is presented to the bowl. Like, it's just on my like mental list of things that I want to change to improve. Like, they used to eat out of plastic bowls on the floor, and then eventually I got them ceramic ones, and then eventually I got them stainless steel ones that are elevated. And now, because Mabel apparently is very easy to be overweight, is turning into a food stealer. For us to not have to worry about her like joints and weight as she gets older, she needs to lose like another, I think, 2 pounds, which, I mean, on a 26-pound dog, 2 pounds is a lot. So she's got some extra fluff that's not fur that she needs to get rid of. And when I have the time, I'm doing what I can. You know, extra walks, more engagement, that kind of stuff. But when she turns into a food stealer, I mean, I can't keep my eyes on her 100% of the time. And I'd hate to have to kennel her and Roxy whenever I'm out of the house, just because Mabel is the one that's being bad. Like, how is that fair to Roxy? And then I can't just kennel one, because she's not gonna understand. Also, they get kind of anxious when, like, they're separated, even though they don't exactly love each other all the time. Like, if one's outside because Roxy likes to sunbathe and the other one is inside, Mabel will like go nuts, so worried and anxious because her sister's outside and she's not. But if they like roughhouse and play together, we have to keep a close eye on them, because sometimes innocent playing turns not so innocent very quickly between the two of them. It doesn't happen often, but I mean, it happens. I think somewhere along the way, like, we made mistakes with, like, teaching Mabel, like, tolerance stuff. Like, maybe we didn't play with her the right way when she was a puppy or something. I don't know. Not like we hurt her. Not like that. But, like, how do I explain it? Like, there were exercises we didn't teach her when it comes to how to react to stuff. Yeah. We were still, like, really young dog parents. So we hadn't learned some of the stuff that we know now about, like, dog behavior. I mean, at least me. I know a lot more now after being a dog groomer. I would say this about Mabel. She is the more, like, difficult dog. Like, when they say you have 3 pets, and you have, wow, my voice is really messed up today. You have the troublemaker, the perfect one, and the asshole. So Henry's definitely the asshole because he's a cat. And then the perfect one is obviously Roxy, and the troublemaker is Mabel. One of your dogs, who is not even a year old yet, hates going outside. Like, just won't potty outside or won't go outside, period? Hates going outside. Sorry, I have to reply to my Instagram story real quick. Another streamer is saying they might stop by. Oh, you're here! I just replied to the Instagram story saying it was cool that you were gonna stop by, and thanks for saying hi. I'm good, I'm good. The reason why is the previous owner dumped him on the side of the road. He was a month old. He hates outside, period. Oh my goodness. Oh no. That's kind of how I came to have Roxy, my first dog. She was left on the side of the road with her two sisters in a box in a ditch or whatever. Because all the roads in Louisiana have ditches. Otherwise, they would all flood. And which was something I didn't realize that roads in general, like, sometimes don't have until I moved this far north. The things you notice. Like, I mean, it is a very, like, rainy climate in New York, but at the same time, there's also elevation. So not all the roads around here have a ditch, and that was just a revelation to me as a southerner. But anyway, back to the original topic. Roxy, dogs being left on the side of the road. That's right. Her and her sisters were just left there, and she was the last one at the little dog shelter in my hometown. And my grandma, she basically picked her out for me. She didn't want me to get just any size dog. She wanted to make sure I got a small dog since I was living with her at the time. And she, we walked in and she saw the lady that owned the shelter standing right there with Roxy, and she was like, just get that one, it's little. And the lady that owned the shelter, like, convinced her that she wouldn't get any bigger than like 10 pounds. And my grandma was just sold, and I was just happy I got to have a dog of my own. So I was sold. And you know, I held Roxy and we fell in love, and that's me and my dog. It's instant. After I got to hold her a little bit. I mean, well, I guess that makes it sound like it wasn't instant, but I think even if I didn't know right away, I think that she knew that she was my dog. Like, she had already decided. I don't have any pictures of her when she was tiny. I didn't have a very good phone at the time when I was 19. Like one of those, like, flip phones. That makes me sound like I was a 19 in the 90s, which makes me look like I'm very well aged, but I just didn't have money for a smartphone at the time. She is here, actually in the bed by my studio door, but I can call her over. She'll be happy for some chair time. Fox, can you come over here? Here, we'll go to chat stream. Come here. Come say hi. Oh, big stretch. Come on. Freddy's waiting. Hop up. Here you are. Oh, I bumped the camera. I know. You don't like when I scoot the chair up. You're okay. You're not gonna fall. Okay, come here. Hello, Chipsy. Say hi. Oh, big burp. This is my girl. She's not too keen about being lifted up. She's kind of funny like that. It only feels secure when all 4 feet are on the ground or being supported or whatever. Nervous little thing. Mo says hi. Say hi, Mo. I know, I'm the biggest dork with my dog. My tablet keeps freezing. I mean, I guess my chat's delayed, maybe? She is sweet. She's really good. And anybody that gets a painting from this room will have a little bit of Roxy in it because she's always sitting with me when I'm painting. So there's a guaranteed to be a Roxy hair in every painting. As well as a Mabel hair and a Henry hair because I can't get every single hair. I try, but... But yeah, it took some work to get Roxy to be okay with outside. She still really hates going out in the rain. Hates going out in the rain. She tolerates the snow, but she doesn't love the cold. So she has to always be like really bundled up in like a puffy little dog jacket and little rubber shoes and everything. Yeah, I should adjust the cameras so everybody can hear. Our adjustments on stream, bad practice. We'll do it for. Here she is. She's like, Mom, why won't you just let me lay down and be comfortable? Everybody wanted to say hi to you. There you go. Now you're sitting kind of cute. Her face just gets wider every year. Like, she still acts like she's a puppy. Even though she's 11. I kind of have to rearrange just a touch with her in my lap. Because I'm not... I'm not sitting quite in the same spot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get the turned. Faded it. Okay. Yeah, it's been really chill. I haven't been overwhelmed or like too bored. I'm kind of like in a good sweet spot with everybody lately. You know, if it's a quieter day, I just get a ton of work done, and if it's, you know, a very interactive stream, then I just walk away feeling really happy even if I didn't get a ton of work done. So and I mean, a busy stream for me is right now. Like, this is a good pace. I'm getting plenty of work done, and I'm having a ton of fun hanging out with everybody. Yeah, Roxy's definitely painting on stream. It's raining to the north of... Yeah, move your direction. Santa's doing pretty good. I mean, work's keeping him pretty busy, but I mean, he's working on coming back to Twitch regularly soon too. He felt that, you know, if maybe he put some more inspiration into his space, he would he'd be able to make that last leap to coming back. So, oh, look at that. There's literally a Roxy here right in the paint that yuck. Like we just finished a project for the noise cancellation panels because I think it's kind of animated and crazy with the games. It's pretty loud in there sometimes. And we made it kind of like decorative. There you go, Rox. You just lay right down. And it turned out really cool. He came up with the design, the proportions, and all that. And then he had to go back to work, so I did all the sanding and staining after cut it out. So that, you know, once he had another day off, he could put it all back together. And then he hung it on the wall a couple streams ago while I was in here. That's why... Oh, okay, it's raining near me, so I probably have like a bad signal somewhere along the way. Well, I'm sorry that the stream or my tablet, whichever, is thing. I mean, as far as I can tell, I haven't felt any extreme delay conversation. Having my tablet right here in front of me, it's a little bit harder for me to pay attention to the computer screen. A little bit easier when I had them more separated, but things seem to be too bumpy. Yeah, it's definitely hard to stream when busy, which is why I took such a long break. I was doing full-time haircuts for a corporate chain, and I just couldn't muster the energy on 2 days off. Just how burnt out and sore I always was after 40 hours a week grooming dogs. So, and then I was getting a lot of like pushback, like overtime kept accumulating. Because it's impossible to do the work at the pace they want, time that they enforce. And they expect a lot very quickly. I just couldn't keep up. I mean, other people do, and that's great for them, but I couldn't. I swallowed my pride and I said, I'm not benefiting you guys, you're not benefiting me. I need to go and do something that is benefiting. This is what I came up with. This is how I'm spending my time. And I worked for an app. I worked for a shopping app. I go and do people's shopping for them. And that's my revenue for now, since I don't have a full-time job. So things are good. I make my own schedule and I'm happy. I have time for art, which priority for me that wasn't being met before. I didn't know that you were in my Discord. I just thought that you were a quiet person on Discord. I thought we were in each other's servers. I'm so sorry. You're gonna head out? Okay. Have a fantastic... Definitely. I mean, you stopped by and I'm at a good pace on this painting for now, so it's definitely gonna be a good stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. I look forward to your next visit too. Exactly. That's what I did. They might not have been, you know, the wisest choices to people on the outside, but or the outside of the situation, but I think for me and my family, it was the choice to make. Like, it doesn't have to make sense to everybody if it works, you know? I think I'm just gonna give up and I'm just gonna keep wearing black clothes all the time, even when I have to stream and I know it's like a no-no or whatever. It's just, it's my color. Other than purple, it's my color, and I just feel so much more confident when I get to wear black. I don't know. Like, I just feel more relaxed and just like, you know, vibing with everybody compared to when I wear brighter colors because of the camera. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm trying to like loosen up my paint style a little bit instead of hyper fixating on small details, because then it kind of leaves my paintings a little uneven. Kind of a bad habit that I have that I want to break as a painter. I'll fixate on one like small square centimeter, and then the rest of the painting looks a little lackluster because of that. I'm trying to change that up a little bit. Paint a little bit looser while still maintaining the same quality, you know, the same attention to detail without it being like uneven, you know? I might have to go and refill my water. All this fun talking I'm getting to do today. It's I drink more water. Is this your happy place? Sleeping in my lap? She like moved her head, so I think that qualifies as nodding. Ooh, I think there was a serious play. Okay, so you got the link. Excellent. Thanks, babe, for sending the link. Keep forgetting to like bring my little notepad back over. I make to-do lists during the stream. That's when I like remember that I have stuff I need to do. shutters when I'm doing it. If I'm here, I'm not streaming, I'm painting. And if I'm painting, I'm not thinking about the stream, so like just laser focus. So when I was working on this painting before, I was pretty lost on like what I wanted to do color wise, because I don't really like staying like completely faithful to reference colors. I'm like, I feel like when you have the freedom of paint, you can bring something extra to it. I guess something human to it. If you deviate slightly from a reference with something subtle like color, that you can almost give it like a, I guess my goal in that thinking is that I want to give my paintings an almost dreamlike quality, but still very realistic. So it's like a snapshot of a very vivid, very realistic dream. 1 second, just one frame. Especially when I paint subject matter with a little bit of fantasy involved. Like a frog riding a turtle while wearing a red hat. And then in instances where I do try to follow colors from a reference more faithfully, then usually subject matter is performing in a fantastical manner. I guess that's the fancy way to say that. That like subject matter would be doing something unusual. if there's a way for me to set up Pretzel Rock for chat to have more control over it. Like commands for like chat, like skip or blank or something. Because other than when a song is really annoying for whatever reason, I'm not really paying. Kind of zone out on it. See, that's the kind of stuff I mean by I need to have my notepad back over here for a stream to-do list. I was doing good for a little while, but I was writing it down in an oversized sketchbook that I just happened to have sitting next to me, and that just doesn't work for during a stream. Yeah, we've been doing ducks here and there. Good little naparoony. Hmm? Come here. Hi. Say hello. What? Are you chittering your teeth at me? Little weirdo. It's only 8 o'clock. You can't be rushing me to go and get your dinner just yet. I don't think so. You're here in my... Okay. A little bit of blending. The tiniest little bit. There's a Roxy here again. Got it. Oh, Roxy, my foot's asleep. I have to ask you to get down, baby. You're cutting off the circulation to my foot. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Right. I've been chatting with everybody so much more today. And I drank all of my water because I got thirsty talking. So I might actually body break. Cream. Oof. Usually make it through a whole stream without having to take a break. I think I was distracted because I was thinking about social media stuff before I got on stream. Right. Popping in and out while you're making dinner. We'll check them out. Ooh, what are you making for dinner? Fettuccine carbonara. Ooh, that sounds so delicious. Hook me up with some of that pasta. It's easy to make and so yummy. I think I watched a couple like cooking shows make it a couple times, but I never quite remember the steps. Like I generally know what it's about, but I'm sure there's probably something. Like I'm pretty sure any person that's cooked on television or social media and cooks anything Italian, even blended Italian, they've probably made some sort of carbonara. Like it's a classic. I know I've at least ordered it in at least one restaurant. Enough to know that I think it's delicious. And if I only had it once at a restaurant, then I must have really remembered it. I've made things at home that I've called carbonaras, but I'm positive that I did not make an actual carbonara. Okay, see, that's the thing that I do that's not a carbonara. I don't put any wine in it. That's what it is. The other day, I did make what I called a chickpea carbonara, um, where I added in garbanzo bean while I was cooking the flavorful, the not pasta part of the carbonara. And in place of wine, I use some lemon juice and lemon zest for that citrusy kind of bite. That sounds lovely too. Aw, thank you. I'm sure if I drank wine and I had it around, I would probably cook with it. But I'm one of those people that wine just gives me a headache, and it does not make me feel giddy or buzzed in any sort of way. Or at least it gives me a headache before I can drink enough of it to feel any sort of beneficial. And I just never acquired the taste for it, so I can't even say I like the taste of it. I probably just didn't try good wine, and now I just don't have a desire to. I wish I liked, fancy things like wine. Like, wine glass with a sophisticated, flavorful wine in it. It's just, so classy, But I never got there to that part of being a grown up, drinking wine. Everyone's palate is unique. Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe that's part of it. I am a pretty, picky eater in general. Flavors, textures, all of it. Wonder if I ever painted the same animal more than once. Would it get easier? Not like the same painting or like the same pose or even reference photo. Which sometimes I do recycle reference photos, but that's just if, I don't know. I'm able to collage the same photo into multiple paintings, I guess. Which with like digital editing, you get a few more options with using collage. Come up with a fully formed creative idea, because I can like flip stuff and it's not backwards, or well, like on the backside of a magazine page, basically. That's how I kind of like started. I would like collage stuff and then I would draw in around it. Like that was the kind of stuff I did when I kept a sketchbook. Now I would just rather, come up with painting ideas on my tablet. I get a lot less paper cuts. God, that was a long time ago though. That I used to do that kind of stuff. One of the things I love about painting on stream is being able to look over at a computer screen and I'm like, okay, if it looks good to the camera and it looks good to me, then I know it's not my brain playing tricks on me. Total Sapphic. Hello. Welcome back. Nice to see a familiar name. I love returning viewers. Means I'm doing something right. Security system about it being removed in a few hours. Tomorrow you'll try your hand application form for your paint wall. Ooh, your mural. It's gonna happen. I mean, at least this means that your mural will be safe as long as you're there. Pretty much. I don't want to use this brush for this. It's big. I hate when I do that. I just like created an extra paintbrush to have to clean. I need one of my long skinny brushes. Do I not have any over here? No. Here it is. Ooh. If you're not damaging anything and it gets restored before you leave. Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the policy in like some places. Like it's like a rent situation or some sort of agreement or whatever, depending on how strict each one is. Yeah. All the fingers and toes are crossed. We got you. Goodness, Roxy. You're asking for dinner 45 minutes early. I know you can't tell time, but just wait, please. probably won't leaving for at least a few years. Okay. I mean, yeah, might as well get comfy in your inspirational space, you know? Do in your creativity. Oops. Oops for what? Oh, that's cool. I chat with whoever's chatting. Like I'll have 3 different conversations if I have to. I'm usually having 3 different conversations with one person anyway. Sometimes I'm having 3 different conversations with myself, so. Oh, I guess I didn't even know that I had those settings on. I mean, I don't have, I don't care talk as long as they're not being like disrespectful to other people. But yeah, we're oh, okay. I I used to work with somebody before I quit my grooming job that could do, or well, I had something similar going on, like super flexible, like bend the fingers all the way down and like touch the arm flexible. I mean, not like flat, but like she could like bend her hand abnormally far. And like would casually like pop a joint out of place and then just like casually pop it right back in like nothing happened. Which like in that line of work it could be like kind of a problem for her sometimes because her joints would be like sore from like overcompensating, being like so easy to um I guess malfunction because of the extra flexibility. Oh, I don't care about stuff like that. I mean, I might have like been like, oh, we're using that language, and then like I would have like read it like the inflection, like we're in like a conversation, and I talk like that anyway with people in person. So at least people that I know really well, and I'm like super comfortable. I have different filter settings for different social situations. I kind of follow the lead of whoever is hanging out with me on stream, and otherwise, like family filter settings are turned all the way up. Casual friends filter settings are on medium, but sometimes they malfunction, and I just say whatever's in my brain. And then, you know, it's a spectrum. It's not, you know, check the box kind of settings. It's a sliding scale. The settings in my brain. Yeah, the auto mod did care, but I shut them down so that I won't miss any messages. Like I want my stream to be like chill and relaxed, so I just set it to where people can talk in their natural voice. And what's the point in relaxing if you have to like be tense and like put extra effort into typing a message when you're just trying to chill, you know? Even if it's like a 0.0000% of effort. You know, like if my goal is to make a relaxing little stream to hang out with, then why not make everything super easy, right? Hang out in your natural online voice. Honey, 40 more minutes. You made it a whole 5 minutes without complaining that it's almost dinner. Do something. Almost bossy pants. Oh, okay. Good to know. Get into Twitch settings. Fix it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just like set up my Twitch or whatever, and I didn't even, I guess, customize as much as I thought I might have. I'm not exactly like the most techie person. Like I'm like the average. Although I feel like the average person knows I do. I'm slightly below average as far as computer literacy and technology goes. In some categories of computer literacy and technology, I know more of, and some areas I know nothing. Okay, let's see if I can read that out loud without messing up. Okay, let me gather all of my neurons here. The human brain can brain words that shouldn't word because it doesn't brain how we brain it brains. Yes, got it. I thought for sure I would have messed up one of the words. Sincerely a writer. Oh, I have a writer section on my Discord if you ever want to post any. If writing is one of your hobbies. Or like if you ever wanted to share any writings in my server. Throwing that out there. I mean, I think that's true of any art form, right? And it's definitely how they taught it to me when I was taking art in college. It was, you have to learn the rules and then we're going to teach you how to break them. A genre writer. The difference between literary fiction and genre fiction. Study these two. Okay, so literary fiction is fiction that been English or whatever language. Okay, of your written language. And genre fiction pretty much follows the language that you're writing, but differently. I don't know. I think I just I understand if I don't know how to. That makes sense. I understand. I know what you mean. I might not be able to repeat it, but I know what you mean. Literary fiction is pretentious. They expect that at universities. It's words chewy and made to seem smart. Genre fiction is the story of okay. Genre, the sort of thing people who enjoy reading and writing read and write. Got it. I love it when typos make it seem like a riddle. You know, make my brain work a little bit harder, you know? Give my brain a couple sprints, even if they're fake outs. Roxy, why are you talking so much? You gotta be in camera if you're gonna talk, because otherwise you don't talk when you're there. As opposed to actually enjoyable. Alright, I am gonna do. I just have to finish stream. It's not that long. Can you wait 30 more minutes? Seen AI art outside of your lab would give the illusion of art and so can't follow instruction. I mean, visual art kind of follows some pretty set in stone rules. You know, like complementary colors, light and dark. To make something that's visually pleasing along those guidelines, I mean, it makes sense. And then you give it a few set rules on what a human would find empathetic and relatable. Especially when you give it a prompt. Now, I'm not doubting the idea that eventually AI, or even early AIs now, are on some level consciousness. I'm not, completely opposed to the idea that artificial intelligence can still be life. Um, I'm not sure if that's our reality um, or if it is just an idea. I'm open to the possibility. I'm also aware that depending on the possibilities at hand, there could be certain consequences, like most sci-fi movies have shown us. Okay, not most. A lot of sci-fi movies have shown us. Significant amount. Typed your actual username into all E modifier abstract render. Art. Good. Taped bare knuckle boxer ice cream. Of the transgender vigilante you need to see is low key, but they read your mind. But it read your mind. Then it struggled and things like upwards and I mean, I don't think that it doesn't understand. Maybe it just doesn't understand those particular keywords. Those aren't words that it knows, that it's been programmed to understand. Not that the potential isn't there. I mean, if it can make art, I'm sure it's linguistic or whatever understanding can eventually grow to that. I mean, that's what AI does, like it grows, right? Or is that the sci-fi part? Ooh, I just had an idea for like something that I could have drawn. Okay, so something that like I could that would pop up towards the end of stream. It would be Roxy ringing a dinner bell. Little cartoon version of her. I think that'd be super cute. They always eat at 9 p.m. when I make their dinner. And she's so used to that routine that she always reminds me that it's almost 9 o'clock. And whether it's a stream day or not, she's still gonna do it. So you guys are always gonna hear her in the background letting me know that it's almost 9 o'clock. Like that. Unless somehow I've managed to put my mic settings to something that doesn't pick her up, but I doubt it because, again, I'm not exactly well versed in technology. Basically, whatever I can Google. Which I usually get distracted or frustrated and I don't make it very far, so. Even with the world of the internet and all of its information at my fingertips. Don't worry, Rox. I'm not gonna forget. Posted online playfully, mocking literary writers. A bunch of amateur writers replied saying you're being unfair. Posted a link to the article with one word roast red. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. To be clear, they were all genre writers. Right. Okay. Telling them to read more. Apparently they hadn't read enough to be good writers. What I gather. Oh, okay. Sounds so pathetic when you do that. You make everybody sad. I mean, some people just jump to the worst conclusion first, so. Rocks, please. Very writers who afraid of depression. How can you say that about us? Articles post to read the article Sweetheart, please. Please don't make that sad, pathetic noise. You're still gonna get dinner. Promise. Promise. Camera blurry? Hello? What is going on with the camera? There it goes. Alright. Didn't look good there for a minute. Sorry about that. I was just painting away. Honey, please. Just a little bit longer. Really insistent today. Alright, I think I get to throw in some bright colors. But first, I want to draw in the little hat again. The little hat. The little red hat. Do not keep doing that. Literary writers aren't so bad. At least they have some technical understanding and basic knowledge about writing. Self-awareness is great. say self-awareness is pretty key. Lack of self-awareness is to be age of like 20 worst Walmart people. Which, like, those people are human beings too, obviously. They're being caught on their not best day. That's not their fault, but at the same time, like, you don't want to be on one of those lists. The roast was unintentional. I mean, we can't all be 100% in our social game all the time. Especially when it's also the internet. Oh, it was intentional. You weren't intending to roast them, but the joke wrote itself. But it wasn't. Oh, okay. So it was not a social blunder, but the roast was. Okay. So, like, translation being, it was not your intent to hurt anybody's feelings, but you did intend to call them out on something. Okay. I see now. I mean, I know I'm a little slow on the uptake here, but social situations have nuance. And I feel like that nuance has to be explained. It's easy to. Okay. Like the squeaky wheel gets the grease, but or the noisy mouse gets caught situation. Right. Not everybody gets every type of it happens. I've certainly been in situations where I accidentally put my foot in my mouth because I said something that got received the wrong way. especially in like recreational social situations where like I'm trying to engage with people, so I let my guard down a little bit. And I impulsively say something, and it's like, "Whoa, did you say that?" And I'm like, "Oh, did I say that?" Oh no. Am I the drama? Oh no. Paintbrush trying to do a kamikaze. Hi, too. Hey, Nav. Yep, I switched it up again. I was disappointed that I didn't finish the portrait study last time, so I was like, well, I don't want to sit here and look at it for another stream, so I'm gonna shuffle them in and out and regain my my morale, and then go back and finish that portrait study later. Whenever. Daily activities once more. I just like to know what people are up to, like, you know, how their experiences were. That's all. Just some lurks, lurky lurks. But I think I'm just gonna chill for the last couple. Let the noise box come back up here. Not with us for a bit. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi before we have to go make dinner. Just she didn't know how to jump over my shoes. You worked a concert on Friday. Okay. I imagine that's like gotta be like 8 hours of just like constant busyness and like racing heart and anxiety sweats or something. You're probably used to it, maybe. First Mexican group here is in while, and it was great. Hold on. Oh, the first Mexican group there in a while, and it was great. It was basically a quinceañera. What are you doing? Why are you trying to hide? Little belly. Little belly. She's shedding all over my clothes. You're bilingual, so it was phenomenal. That's cool. Yeah, hi. Just so tolerant. She'll let me do pretty much anything. She doesn't care how much I bug her. She's just happy for the attention. She's just happy to be nominated. I think it's really cool to be like bilingual. I imagine it's got to be like kind of. Would you stop trying to give me a bath? I imagine it's got to be like sometimes you're thinking in one language and you're thinking in the other language, just depending on where your head is that day. Yeah, she's pretty cute. So did the band play in English and Spanish, or did they stick to just Spanish? They didn't? Okay, so they just stuck to one. You ready for dinner? She's not sure. She's enjoying the attention. I think about it. You can swap at the flick of a wrist. Oh, you cannot. Okay, you cannot swap. Okay. So changing like from one language to the other, it's more effort than I had initially understood. I mean, I've taken language classes. I took Spanish in high school and French in college. I liked French a lot more. I know a lot of people say that Spanish is supposed to be easier, but for some reason, I just never clicked with Spanish. But I did click with French, which I wish I had practiced it after I passed the class, because I've lost so much of it. I can understand like subtitles when something's on in French. Like I can understand the gist of the conversation, but some of the language structure, I don't remember like why it's there, like why they say that in that particular way. So second nature. Oh, okay. You call it Spanglish. No, I've heard of Spanglish before. I mean, I worked full time at a corporate place just down the road, and let's see, there were there was one girl, her family was part of her family was from Colombia. There was another girl, her family's mostly from Puerto Rico, and a lot of my clients there, they were I think a lot of them were from Puerto Rico too. So there was a lot of Spanglish and Spanish going on at the last full-time job that I had recently. And just suddenly hablo en español. No problem. I think I mispronounced it. Hablamos. So suddenly we are in Spanish. Well, anyway, this one was complaining that she was hungry 30 minutes before stream was supposed to end. So I have to go and feed her. It's been really fun hanging out, and I'm glad that you stopped by before I ended. Oh, I got it right. Okay, cool. But yeah. Miss 11-year-old Roxy here. She's gonna have a conniption if she doesn't eat. Without issues. We speak Spanish without... Okay, that's the literal translation. Good, okay. Cool. Language is fun. I mean, it's challenging and it's work, and if you go, any amount of time without practicing, it's something that's something that you know, like second nature like that. Gross. You got a hair stuck in the back of your throat? Okay, you get down. I'm scratching her and she must have like breathed in a hair and was making her throat tickle. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say bye because now that she's on the floor, she's gonna start complaining that she's hungry. Like clockwork. This was such a good stream. Nice, like, you know, like chat going. I had so much fun tonight. This was good. So, have a good night, everybody. Total Panic, Mav, Mo, if you're, you know, still hanging around. Thanks so much for stopping by. This was a really good, fun stream. I don't know when I want to work on the portrait study again, but it's close to finish, and I think that will bring me back to it pretty soon. I did mix some paint colors to work on it, so I think that'll also motivate me because I don't want to waste the paint. But yeah. Thanks. I'm gonna go eat the other half of a quesadilla I spoiled myself with. Looking forward to that too. You reviving? Good. Alright. Good night, everybody.